Hi, I am Addy from Anicaps Recap, and this is the anime recap of episode 8 of Shangri-La Frontier. Previously, we followed Raku, who somehow managed to escape from the Ashura-kai clan and entered Rabbituza. He then went to the most serious training arena of Rabbituza. Raku faced different opponents and finally came face to face with one of the strongest opponents called the Wood Mage. The story continues with Raku dodging every attack thrown at him. Visash is amazed to see Raku's confidence, but still curious to see his Vorpal soul. At first, Raku was sure that he could easily win this round, but as time passes, the bird face begins to realize that these 5 minutes are going to be the longest of his life. The Wood Mage continues attacking Raku, but somehow he manages to dodge all of them and get close to the monster. Raku then lunges towards the tree face and uses Vorpal blades to stab the monster. However, all of his hope comes crashing down upon realizing that the monster's skin is impenetrable. He soon realizes that physical attacks won't work on this Wood Mage, and all he can do is dodge the attacks. By this time, 1 minute has passed, and the monster starts using its chains to hit the bird face, leaving even Emil worried for Raku. With each passing second, the intensity of attacks is increasing, and things get worse for him when the Wood Mage starts using magic attacks in the middle of the battle. The Wood Mage uses a powerful spell and shoots several fire attacks at Raku, which he barely dodges. It then launches several ice attacks at him, which he dodges luckily on time. Raku realizes that if the attacks keep increasing, he will be toast before reaching 5 minutes. The monster then uses his staff and summons another spell, and Raku begins to wonder if he stands a better chance against Recap-Kun than this freaking tree monster. The continuous rain of thunder, fire, and ice spells makes Raku feel hopeless and begins to think about quitting the match. However, before he throws in the towel and calls it a day, Raku remembers that he has been fighting monsters for such a long time and defeated some of the most dangerous monsters such as the Mud Digger. He jumps on one of the roots of the monster and begins running towards it. Even Visash and Emil are astonished to see this brave act of Raku. As soon as he reaches near the monster, it attacks Raku with the staff. Fortunately, he manages to duck in time and kicks the staff. The Wood Mage loses the staff and tries to retrieve it, but at the last moment Raku throws his Vorpal blade, stopping the monster from getting his staff back. Thankfully, this worked, as the tree face can't cast spells without the staff. Raku then jumps towards the staff and grabs it. Visash and Emil are amazed to see Raku finally getting an upper hand in this match. Losing the staff made the tree face berserk, and it began attacking Raku with its roots and chains. Raku, on the other hand, begins to provoke the monster, making it attack all over the arena. Emil is confident that Raku is gonna win the match as now only 59 seconds remain. Surprisingly, the monster proved to be much quicker than everyone expected and managed to get a hold of Raku's leg. It demands the staff, but before one of the roots rips off Raku's head, he throws the staff away from him. The monster manages to retrieve its staff, but by now, the time has already been over. This angers the monster, and it begins to attack Raku even though the match has ended. Finally, Visash intervenes, killing the Wood Mage right in front of everyone. He is impressed by Raku and grants him the title of the honorary Rabbituzan. However, Raku is expecting a rare item or something else, but only gets the Vorpal Soul Collar removed. And with that, the unique scenario invitation from Rabbituza has been cleared. Raku then gets an invitation to another scenario, leaving him pissed off as he can't believe he didn't get anything out of it. Raku then logs out of the game and realizes that it's too late and decides to take some rest. After some time, when Raku gets back in the game, he begins reading about the bonus scenario and learns that he needs to be at least at level 80 to enter this new scenario. For the time being, Raku decides to keep the unique scenario aside and explore Thirdrima. However, he can't just walk out like a bird man as numerous players and clans are already after him. Emil suggests he should hide his body completely and takes him to a shop in the palace where Raku meets a bunny merchant who acquires goods from all over Shangri-La and sells them at Rabbituza. Emil introduces the merchant as Peets, who turns out to be her younger brother. Peets recognizes him as the bird face that everyone has been talking about, but Raku shows that it's just a mask. This gives Emil an idea, and she asks Peets about a certain clothing item. After some time, Raku dresses as a ghost together with Emil get to Thirdrima and buy a map. However, Raku begins to lose it, thinking that he looks ridiculous in the outfit. Emil tells him to endure it until they get out of the town, and Raku realizes that there are 3 locations they can head to next: the prismatic forest that contains a maze of caverns, the lake area in the crater of the long-extinct volcano, and the iron ruins of the divinity. Emil thinks they should go to the lake, but Raku ends up deciding on going to the prismatic forests. Just when he starts explaining his reasoning to choose the forest, Emil spots someone at a distance. When Raku realizes that the person standing at a distance is none other than Rei, he begins to get worried, and this is where this episode ends. Thanks for watching this anime recap. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more anime recaps like this. I will see you in the next video.